And my next question was scoping. How do I look at the whole country, or do I focus on a atoll level, or just go to an island level? Well, initially I did go to atoll and try to look at it at the atoll level, but still for qualitative work, this was a lot of data which needed analyzing, and probably this could be, the findings could go to a couple of theses rather than one thesis. So I had to focus on local at the island level. So my boundary was the house reef. Uh, so my study area would be the house reef and all the resources within that house reef and the community living within that bounded area. So looked at mobile and stationary resources. The mobile ones were the fish inside the lagoon. Now there were three types of fish I looked at. Scads, which locally people say vehimas or mushimaskandu. This is a large school of fish which come and stay in the lagoon for a long time. It will stay during the day, and then when night falls it will leave the island, come back the next day. Like this, it would stay continuously for a long time. In one of the communities I visited, they said on and off, but continuously they've had scads for almost 15 years, non-stop, that used to come and go. In some, it was not so frequent, but this changed depending on the islands as well. And the reef fish are just the general reef fish which live in the lagoon area, the one you can see in blue. And community fish is a term I use specifically for fish that is caught by the community. This is in locally Fanrodulung, these things, like there would be suddenly a large school of fish might be coming to the island, somebody will spot it, they will tell somebody else, and in some of the communities I found they actually had this done very organized. They had 2 large nets prepared by 2 wards in the island, and they would actually have it ready, and the minute someone reports of fish coming, all the community will get together, some will go to get coconut fronts, these were used, and I didn't actually get to see this during my visit, but when the people explained, there was much excitement, and they talked about a lot of community involvement and participation, to the extent once the fish is caught, it's divided among the community, and almost everyone gets a share. I have written more detail about this in my thesis, but I'm not going to be presenting each one individually today, but I could answer specific questions later, but we'll be discussing in more general main findings and using examples from these resources to explain my main findings. And the other is the stationary, which is sand and coral. So sand, the white sand surrounding the island, and the coral I defined as the house reef, the coral which belongs to the house reef. Now, I was not just asking about how they were using it now, but traditionally as well, how things have changed. So while some of the islands I visited did not have a natural reef because it's been used, depleted, then they had artificial toshi constructed. Toshi is the local name for the house reef. Now, and now that reminds me the word toshi of a little story which while I was in the field, because I have, and again it's one of the things which I find interesting, how it's important to take into consideration what local communities think. Because I had been doing research and finding about reefs from books, and mainly the very little I experienced by living in Male. I'm from Male, so I haven't gone to many islands or stayed there for a long time, maybe for a holiday. So when I was trying to, I was asking questions in Divehi, and for the house reef, which is the reef surrounding the island, I translated it directly and used the word faru, which is the general word for reef. So I asked in my first consultation, do you have a faru surrounding your island? And they said no. And I was very surprised because I had seen one when I was there, and I was thinking, how can they just lie to me? Or what did it mean? And while talking, they actually corrected me and said, we don't have a faru, we have a toshi. Toshi is a specific term for the house reef. Many of you would know it's the same word as we have for an eggshell, the shell, the bark of a tree, the fruit, the skin. So it's sort of like that. Here is naming, which is based on a function. It's a protection function, and that's the specific name. I knew this word I know it, but I didn't actually use it because I was actually learning from books and other things about you. I was basically learning in English and hadn't thought about the local language. So later, after we sorted this out, I was reminded again about the word toshi, and I started using it. So that's a little digression, but again, it's important to know the local terminology. Okay, so the first things I wanted to highlight when before I go, I visited 7 communities, 3 from the north, 2 from the mid-north, and 2 from the south. And as I said before, we'll be going into general findings, the main findings, but we'll not go into depth about the individual resources. But there is quite a lot which cannot be covered in this session. I don't think there's time, and I don't want to make it too draggy and boring.